Hello guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Well, I just sketched out this line here. It's not the best line I ever made, but hey, we gotta say it's a line. And that's all I could say. But the thing is, guys, um, we all try to draw like our fine best. And it doesn't always turn out perfect. Like, you could see so much imperfections, but hey, it's still a drawing at the end of the day. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, everybody thinks that their drawing has to be perfect, but it doesn't really have to be that perfect. I'm a artist, guys, and I like drawing. I like creating things, and the truth is, guys, if you want to be the best artist every single day, you guys just got to practice. You guys got to keep working on it. Like, let me tell you, when I first started drawing on iPad, I didn't really like it. I was like, well, this is different, This is not like how I used to draw in the old days. But then slowly, I got used to it. I didn't really like Procreate. There's different apps I was using before, and then I figured, well, hey, if I'm drawing, I gotta get used to it because this app is like the ultimate app. This is the app where everybody makes content on. This is the drawing app. So hey, if I don't like it, I better learn to like it. I have no option. And it's kind of true for everything. Like, if you don't like something, just put up with it and just keep working at it. Because the truth is, nothing is perfect, and nothing will ever be perfect, but you gotta make it perfect yourself. So I was like, hey, this app, it's a little tricky to use sometimes, but I'm gonna just work through it. I'm gonna figure it out. Like, all this different setups here, like, yes, I like the different colors you can find, but then if you look at like the palettes in here, there's not much options. Like, yes, there's some options, but it's just very different. I would say it's not like how I expected it to be. And like, I'm drawing with this color and it's erasing like the outline I made earlier of what I drew. So I really hope that like this video speaks to you guys. Like, I'm just making art, for you guys out there. And this is kind of new to me, like drawing on this kind of platform. Like, I would have never thought I could be a artist digitally. Like, I could draw online like this. So it's pretty cool how, we evolve as humans, and then we slowly get good at what the old was and the new is. So the new thing, guys, is like drawing online. That's the new thing. Like, no one carries like a notebook and pen and different colors anymore. Apparently it's all done online, which is good and bad too, because you could create just as good as art on paper like than on an iPad. Like, a lot of people are like, well, the iPad's gonna run out of battery, then the pencil's gonna run out of battery, like then you can't draw. And it's so true. Like, what's next? You guys gotta have a backup battery for everything, or a backup device, because you can't draw. And it's kind of funny, like, people state it that way, which is so true. Like, it's just how this system is. Like, we are drawing on these devices, as we call it, right? And this device could die at any moment, like, but we still trust in it because we know that this is our canvas. But the paper too was very handy, because we could draw on it and then we could flip on to the next page, and when we could flip to the next page, we'll just keep drawing, and then we'll just keep flipping, and then we're on our last page in the book, the drawing book. And then we'll say, well, that this book's done. Now we can get a new drawing book. Now, it's kind of different when you're drawing on a tablet. It's like you can draw so many different drawings, and you'll never run out of space. Well, you could possibly run out of space, but like if you lose that one tablet, right, then you lose all your artwork. It's kind of crazy to think of all this, but this is just the new like reality on how us creators we draw, like on the tablet. It's like it's crazy, like how back in the day we used to have horse and buggy, and now we have a car. So we are evolving as humans, right? And we're just one upping like the olden day kind of thing, like what's next. We have like just a vision, and we speak to the AI, and AI draws it for us. Like that's where everything's going, guys. But I will forever be a artist, because I love really drawing. I love sharing my art for you guys to watch it. We all hope one day we can become a big creator, a big artist, but it takes time and patience, just to create something worthwhile for everybody to watch. I'm sure people love this kind of art, but then I'm sure people don't like this art. There's different areas where people like watching, and some people don't, and some people are like, well, why are you drawing on this iPad when you can draw on a perfectly good paper and pencil? Well, the thing is, because times are changing, and sadly, guys, if you're not with the times, then guess what? The time will be moving on, and they'll leave you behind. It's kind of scary, but that's just how it goes. So I want you guys to take note, like, if times are changing and you're stuck in your old ways, you guys gotta move on it. You guys gotta say, okay, well, I'm gonna start doing something different, because it's time to change. And if you don't change, then who's gonna change for you? No one. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, all this stuff here, yes, I can clearly draw on a pen and paper, but and whip out a marker or crayon. But this is just different, it's really, really different. So, and there's different, like, there's different, what's it called? Like brushes and different paints you can use. You can make a different style on each one. But there's no need to worry, because there's so much stuff out there we have to experiment on. Because hey, if we don't try drawing on here, then guess what? We'll never experience the drawing on an iPad. So yes, times are changing, but times are changing just to try something different. There's so much different brushes here. Some brushes I don't like, some I like. But it's hard. It's hard to draw with something really different. That's why maybe this line is not going to be perfect to you guys, but it could possibly be something decent, but not the best. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just working with this stuff here, it's not the best. I didn't like it at the beginning, and still I need to get used to it, because I know that if I can't get used to this, then how can I draw at my all-time best. It's like when you pick up a new instrument, you really have to get used to that instrument because you have to show everyone your potential, like what you have with that instrument. So it's just like drawing on a new canvas, guys. You gotta start. And not everyone's gonna be good at the first day at something. But maybe eventually, guys, you can slowly just become lost in something and become so good at it where you don't even gotta think about it. You can just say, well, this is the chords and I'm gonna play it. This is my brush and I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna create something very, very nice. So it's up to the master on how you're gonna create something. And it's for everything in life. If you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be like a famous singer, you really have to figure out what works for you. Yes, there could be easy way to get there, but most likely, guys, everything takes time. Time and patience, and maybe one day we can figure it all out. But for now, you just gotta put in your time, and you gotta create something that you never created before. So much people are like, well, I'm not good at drawing this, that. Well, try your best and just keep working at it, guys, because not everybody is good at drawing. Not everybody's good at driving. Not everyone's good at riding a bike. But I'm sure if you just keep working at it, guys, one day you can get there. It's so true for just anything in life. Like if you want to become a good baker, you want to become a good singer, every single day just do something little that will add up over time. And it doesn't mean like you're going to be good after the first day. It just means that you are working towards being the best version of yourself. So for now, guys, I know that my drawings on Procreate are not the best right now, but I'm still getting used to this app here. It's not for everyone, but I'm sure that if I just keep working at it and keep experimenting like I do, maybe one day I can be really good at this app. But yeah, in the meantime, it's just practice that I have to put in. And these brushes, they're all different to me. So we're gonna change the color here to this one. We'll just try this color. See, even these colors, they don't really blend in the best. It's very hard to draw with something very, very different. Maybe this one will work. But you just have to keep trying, and never give up. Because the minute you give up is the minute where you stopped and lost all courage. You just gotta keep going. Just become the best version of yourself. And yeah, sometimes it's not gonna look the best, but hey, you're gonna achieve something one day. So you're just gonna keep working at something, you know. And there we go. It's watercolor. Perfect. And yeah, I know that the brushes are a little off right now, but what can you do? You just gotta work with what you have. At the end of the day, I'll still get the end result, but it might not be the best end result. So that's all, guys. Thanks for tuning in on my video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Take care.